Hello and welcome to a lightning-fast round of Scream Reviews. I'm Justin.
I'm Nick. I'm Nick.
Ugh.
Alright, so...
Right now we're doing episode 3.
Which is entitled... What was it called again? Vacancy. That's
Vacancy.
right. Because hotels, or the motel. Okay, so I guess the big thing of this episode, the big arc, is Emma's dad returns to Lakewood.
Yes. Yep. We find that out. We find out that... I'm sorry. Emma's mom finds that out from Emma.
And Riley emails as well.
Yep.
That's interesting.
So when Daddy, Papa, Big Papa comes home, we find out that he got emails from the deceased Riley, who died last season.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Which is spooky.
I don't know what that says, though. Like, whether it's just the killer taking control of people's...
Technology.
Technology again.
Communication.
Maybe there's some deeper meaning in Riley's character that we never thought of. But she was pretty minor in
She was pretty
season 1,
minor, and she was pretty dead.
Yeah, maybe we're just looking too deep into it. BT Dubs, the dad, is played by Tom Everett Scott, who is in That Thing You Do, which is a very underrated movie, directed by Tom Hanks. It's a really good movie. I would suggest people check it out. It's pretty good. Okay, so we're going on to a part which...
We weren't getting paid to say that, but if anyone wants to pay us for that, we will greatly accept.
That money didn't make any money, so we're definitely not going to be paid for it.
Okay. I guess it was worth a shot.
We're coming up on a pretty controversial moment in the show for both of us.
Yes.
So the storage unit is now empty after Audrey runs away from it.
But they find... Noah finds a GoPro taped to the ceiling.
Of course he does. But then when he tries to upload it, Audrey prepares to kill him.
Has a brief moment of must dispose of the evidence.
Like, from everything we've learned about Audrey, she has an edge, but I don't know.
That's very out of character.
I don't know if she would go as far to kill her friends to keep that secret.
Especially Noah.
Yeah. I don't know. That scene was...
It was a little...
That was a little much. Meanwhile, Gustavo creeps on the pageant girls.
Gustavo!
Because Gustavo is creepy as a motherfucker.
Gustavo!
Jesus. Gustavo. The pageant. Brooke, I don't know what happens in that scene.
I don't honestly care.
It's really... It's slowing everything... That pageant thing is kind of slows down in that episode. Like... Every time they bring up the pageant, it slows down the entire episode. Yeah, honestly. For the past 2 months. So I think, hopefully in episode 4 that it ends. And I think I saw a promo picture where it may end in episode 4.
Okay. Another thing about the episode about Big Papa, the dad. In the episode, Emma's trying fairly hard to reconnect with her father. And meanwhile, Emma's mother... Audrey, they're all trying to convince her, like, that her father is not that great a person.
Yeah, and, it's interesting, because then at the end, they're kind of proven right, and Emma's kind of, oh, my dad actually was kind of a bad guy.
Yeah, but she was vicious about it to everyone who tried and convince her otherwise.
Which is a little annoying, because, to a guy who is actually a deadbeat dad, and he takes off for years. I wouldn't be that defensive of him. Yeah, if I had a deadbeat dad like that, no, I wouldn't be that defensive. We should probably talk about the high point of the episode, where Eddie Kruger is killed.
Another murder, yes,
which is fine, I guess.
It wasn't the best kill, but it was fun.
Yeah,
it was Ghostface in the motel with a corkscrew.
Yeah. Exactly, and I felt like the build-up was pretty good. And
Dollface, sorry.
I call him Ghostface, though, just because. But,
it's easier that way.
But, yeah, I thought the build-up to the murder was pretty...
It was alright.
It was decent. I love when he came in, he's like, why is there plastic all over the place?
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Oh, dear.
You're dead.
Honey, you have a storm coming.
Yeah. So then I guess... Oh, big return from season 1 is Seth Branson the teacher, pedo teacher, as I like to call him, who, I don't know if it's just me, but his voice sounds exactly like the voice actor who plays the killer.
The killer, yeah. And so it was kind of a red herring last season too, because they ended that episode with "Hello, Emma."
Oh yeah, and they really
pushed it.
They really pushed him as a red herring, and especially at the end of the in the end of the season 1, the finale episode, where he's like yelling at Brooke, he's like, "Let me in your house," and she's like, "No, you're the killer." I mean,
so now he's salty about that, but he's also trying to get back with Brooke,
which is so weird. And I think there's something going on with Gustavo. I think
Brooke pretends to be Gustavo's girlfriend to get away from Branson.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gustavo likes her though, because most of Gustavo's interactions have been with Brooke.
Yeah, so he's kind of following her.
Yeah, so I think they may do something with that. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Maybe not.
And then another scene where Gustavo's out of frame. He has his phone out, by the way. He goes out of frame, and Brooke gets another text from the killer. Yep.
He's like they're all walking out of the theater. Gustavo's ahead of them all. It's kind of low key. He's just kind of holding his phone, texting, moving out. The camera's actually focused on Brooke and the rest of them. And then she gets a text from Jake.
Yeah, Jake, aka the killer. I guess the episode ends with Emma finding out her dad is a deadbeat, and Audrey.
We find out that Audrey cares about Emma.
Yeah, Audrey cares about Emma and doesn't want her to get killed by the killer and all that stuff. It was kind of an anticlimactic ending, especially since Eddie Kruger's death was fairly neat. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I guess in terms of who we think the killer is, I still want to say Gustavo.
Honestly, I feel like it's too much of a red herring, but honestly, the fact that they're trying to keep it on the down low, his texts around Brooke, I think there's something to that.
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess that'll really do it for episode 3. It was pretty non-eventful.
Yeah.
Except for the kill.
It
kind of happened in a very odd spot in the episode. Usually the kills either open up the episode or they close the episode.
It was kind of in the end middle.
Yeah. So, I'm not sure. I mean, they kind of threw a red herring where they were like, oh, Emma's going to die. And then they put the rug out from our feet, so.
Oh well.
Yeah.
We'll see how episode 4 goes.
Yeah. Now that we're finally caught up on reviewing these episodes.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's going to do it for us. I'm Nick.
I'm Justin.
And this is Scream Review.